Ladies, if stress eating is fucking up your fat loss, I got the ultimate supplement stack, morning routine, caffeine routine, food routine. I'm going to lay out your day for you so this doesn't happen. So, stress eating, or even stress drinking for that matter, if you are stressed out and you're looking for food and you're looking for alcohol, it's not the food and the alcohol you're addicted to that cortisol come down, right? So what that is, that stress eating is you're trying to use that food for a dopamine hit. You're dopamine searching to get that cortisol to come back down. Now, the problem isn't your mindset. It's not. The problem is how your day is set up. So that's what I'm going to go through with you, because your offense is going to be your best defense by setting up the rest of your day. So first things first, caffeine, okay? And I'm going to go through that, but I'm actually going to go through a little bit before. First thing you're going to do when you wake up, probiotics followed by 24 ounces of water. The 24 ounces of water, and you're not going to have any food before you do this, is going to get the probiotics into the gut where it does its work. If you have food with probiotics, that's literally the worst thing you can do. It's going to destroy all the probiotics. It negates them. So you always want to take those probiotics on an empty stomach with water to flush it down, okay? Water is also going to help your cortisol rhythm. It's going to help your diurnal pattern of your circadian rhythm, so help you come back up for the day. Now, the next thing you're going to do after that is you're going to hit your caffeine. That's going to be 5 minutes after. So wait 5 minutes after the water and the probiotics, and then you're going to have your caffeine. You probably think, wait, caffeine fasted? You told me not to have any caffeine fasted because it spikes cortisol. Well, you're going to stack that with L-Theanine. L-Theanine, 200 milligrams, is going to blunt that cortisol spike. So you're going to have a nice, relaxed, focused, no jitters, no speedy, like it's going to feel real clean boost of energy, okay? And this is perfect. So you have, if you're an intermittent faster, this will take away that cortisol effect, okay? So you're with the L-Theanine, you get the dopamine, okay? And then you get your brain chilled out so it's not seeking sugar, snack, binges later in the day, okay? You're also going to have 500 milligrams of N-acetylcysteine right after with the L-Theanine, okay? With that, 15 minutes later, that's going to support your liver detox, obviously. Talk about that with the alcohol, but it's also going to support your dopamine regulation. Okay. 15 minutes later, after the probiotics, the NAC, the L-Theanine, your caffeine, 15 minutes after that, you're going to have your first meal. So it's going to be 20 to 30 grams of protein with some fiber. And so all these meals you're going to have are going to be protein, fiber. The reason why: protein kickstarts your dopamine production, your thyroid activation, your ghrelin suppression, so you're not hungry, and your cortisol stability, okay? If you have a second mid-morning coffee, make sure you also have 200 more milligrams of L-Theanine with this, okay? And this is also, if you have it with a workout, like if you have a pre-workout drink, take the L-Theanine with it, right? And you can have a real nice, focused, clean boost of energy for your workout. Like when I take this, I feel way better than if I take it without. You'll notice this, okay? Now, post-workout, you're going to have some sort of 20, 30 grams of protein with some fiber, so you can have like a protein shake with some fruit, okay? Or you can have a protein shake, that's fine too. Like blend it, smoothie. And then that's where you can also have your supplements, the krill oil, the multivitamins, the rest of it, okay? So after that, this is the most important, well, almost the later in the day is going to be the most important, but the mid-morning You're going to add in 200 milligrams of Rosea rhodiola. Okay, this is going to raise your dopamine gently. It's going to boost your stress resilience, and it's really going to remove all cravings. And that craving and that blood sugar spike that causes the binge spirals, that's not what you want. Okay, because you have a spike and you have a huge dip. So the most important part of the day is the 2 to 3 p.m. window. That's when people usually like search for snacks. What I would do is there's a peptide called Semax. They have it on SEMAX. They have it on Amazon. You can use that, or you can use more L-Theanine. And use ashwagandha with that around 2 to 3 window. That's the stress eating window. This is where cortisol rises, dopamine crashes. You get those afternoon craving spikes. The emotional eating starts. Okay, this is where we'll fix the dopamine curve again. All right. Now, if you're gonna have a couple of drinks tonight, the biggest thing for that is you want to wait until you eat about 70% of your meal. When you have 70% of your meal, you're basically going to blunt the alcohol sugar spikes so you don't get those cravings, especially if you are having that second drink a little bit later. Okay? Before you drink, you do want to have some electrolytes, and that's going to help you from binging the next day. The night stack would be GABA to turn your brain off, and then magnesium. That'll really help your nervous system. So that's your whole entire day laid out for you. I put actually a freebie together on this. But if you want that, go on Instagram at Dylan A. Conrad, DM me. Stress eating prevention blueprint. I'll send it to you ASAP. Later, guys.